welcome to the mailbag today. I have a bunch of items I've received from small orders that also included other items I had ordered for non-hobby purposes. So I just pulled everything out that was associated with the hobby, electronics, and robotics, and thought I'd just show these little things that I purchased over the last couple of weeks. So we'll start over here. I got a set of headers, and these are a little bit different. Let me get this open here. We kind of go at a 90-degree angle here. Yeah, so you can see they're 90 degrees, and then they have the female socket. Sometimes when I'm making things to fit on a breadboard in a certain way, you kind of need something that'll angle it down. I'm always trying to make things mount on breadboards for prototyping, because I hate if things are just kind of, loose and you kind of have to hold on to them while you're working with them. So I picked up some of those. I think I might have most of the types of headers now. So that's good. And then for those who followed my advent calendar that I did from Pie Hut. Yeah, that's it, Pie Hut. I was going to say Pie Shop, but it's Pie Hut. I did the Pie Hut advent calendar, and it included a dip switch. And I had a lot of fun with that. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to have, a selection of dip switches? So I found a little kit on Amazon that had lots of different dip switches, all the different sizes from just one. Not sure why I would just use one instead of a button switch. But anyways, from 1 up to, this is the largest, I think it's 12? No, 10. It's up to 10. There you go. Oops, see it? So they're kind of fun, and you can put them on a breadboard and mess around with them. Also, put them into projects. So a small collection of different sizes. So I was really happy about that. And, then you can do whatever you need in whatever project you have. So those are just to kind of have around and have fun with. And then the other thing that was in that advent calendar was a network resistor. And I had never seen them before, but it was really nice for, connecting up to things like this. And you could also connect up a whole bunch of LEDs in a row and not have to put lots of little individual resistors. So this kit came with quite a few different ones here. 470, 1K, 4.7K, 10K, and 47K. So a nice little selection of 5 and 9 pins. So one pin will be for the ground. So this would connect up 4 things, and then this would connect up 8. So again, just something fun. And like I said, I got a chance to play with that in the advent calendar, and I thought, oh, that's really nice, neat and tidy. And this is also associated, the next things are things I bought. So I'm going to work on trying to create some, prototyping breakout boards, I guess is maybe the best way to call them, for some of the parts that, again, don't necessarily mount directly onto a breadboard easily, like servos, for example. You're often using servos, but again, they're just kind of floating around in space, and it bothers me. So I thought I'd get a couple some PCBs to kind of do that with. And so I bought 2 different kinds. These were a cheaper kit, but they came with a lot of different sizes. So let's see. Oh, wow, I got it the wrong way. Okay, put it this way. There they are. There's all the sizes on the back that I have, and you can see kind of nice, some pretty good size ones, some these must have just not fit there, but that size, a pretty big size, and then a nice narrow one, which I thought was interesting too. And they seem decent quality. You can buy some really cheap ones, and I just don't know how well that works. And this pack will be plenty for anything I need on these sizes. I'm sure I won't use them up. So a little kit of those. And then I have used a couple of these ones from Electric Cookie. These are like really high end. And what I liked about this one is the other ones I bought are like breadboard ones. But these, when they're gold plated, they're really sturdy. And you can break this into 4, or you can keep this as a whole piece. So you could use the whole thing, you could have 4 different ones, you could have half, and you can go in either direction. And it's not breadboard, you can see how they're connected. So they're like 3 pins connected together. Which again, if you're plugging something in, you can plug it in and then you could, take another lead off of it that way. And looks like you can connect some of these to make power and ground rails if you want to. So this looked like a really nice option for doing something weird like mounting servos or something like that, to create, sort of prototyping breakout boards. So you got, what did I get in here? 3 of these boards. These are a lot more expensive than this huge pack that I got from Elegoo, an Electric Cookie. But yeah, that's nice. And then last I realized that here in the US, getting metric hardware is just almost impossible. If you go down to the local hardware store, you'll find very little of it available, and usually not in the sizes that you need for electronics. So it's kind of frustrating. You have to order some metric sizes, at least I found through Amazon or somebody like that. So I saw this kit of standoffs and associated screws. You can see I really like how these are organized. You just flip up the one you want and you can pull out the standoff you need out of that. So you can see it's not a huge kit, and so 10 pieces, 8 pieces, depending on the size of them, how many they could fit into that little channel, and then the screws and nuts that would kind of work with that standoff are also in here. So again, very handy to have. And it goes from M2, M2.5, M3, and M4. So those are like perfect sizes for electronics. So I think that'll, I'm pretty close to now having screws and nuts in the right sizes to do electronic projects. So I think this might be the last set I'll need, as I didn't have anything with standoffs when I was sort of thinking about how I was going to mount some things. I needed some standoffs to probably do that. So I'm hoping I'll put some of those things together. I have made a couple of things that I've made, breadboard friendly by doing some creative soldering and so forth to do that. I tend to not make a lot of permanent projects. I'm mostly learning, but I do like to have things that I can plug into breadboards easily and still be able to manipulate them. So I'm going to try to do that, make some more things, and maybe I'll make an episode or 2 of some of those projects where I put something together as breadboard friendly. All right, well that's the mailbag today. Thanks for watching.